Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be talking a little bit about Venom and a few tips and tricks we have about him. No, not this Venom, we already have dealt with this guy plenty, and we're going to be talking about the Venom in Marvel Contest of Champions, and maybe a small thing that many people are kind of glossing over, and I believe it is actually going to gain a bit more importance quite shortly in Marvel Contest of Champions. So obviously we all know that Venom did get reworked, and he got all these fantastic abilities, namely, let's say, ability to counter all of their weight from Spider-Man champions, but there are also a couple additional lines. People quite often forget that he gets increased bleed accuracy against hero champions, basically, and also the fact that against tech champions he is a power burn and power drain immune, and that also kind of extends to the nodes. And more recently we are seeing more different nodes that do affect your power levels, such as static blast in 6.3, but most commonly obviously we are familiar with plague mind, we are familiar with Burden of Might, I believe. No, not Burden of Might. Yeah, might be Burden of Might. Either way, the point is when you're fighting tech champions, he can completely bypass all of that, even though it's not the champion's ability itself, it's the node. And so he is immune to all of that. And then, yeah, it's kind of like an easy time, because Plague Mind can be relatively annoying. So here we can see that Plague Mind timer is about to expire and immunity hand pops up on the left side of the screen. That means we were immune to this Plague Mind effect. And yeah, basically Venom can ignore all of that and fight as normal so long as he is opposing tech champions, which is quite a useful little bit of information. Can be quite important if you have this Plague Mind, let's say, combined with Encroaching Stun, or you have some other nodes that do demand you having access to special attacks. Or quite recently we have seen combinations of Plague Mind with Power Shield, for instance. And obviously it's the designs that you are basically reliant on throwing your special attacks, but at the same time they're making it more difficult for you, either forcing you to be much more aggressive or have some sort of external source of power gain. So it's definitely a nice small side piece of utility Venom has, is to completely ignore all of that and just take the fight in his own pace. Here we are absolutely mincing through that Iron Man Infinity War. Now I did land my special attack a bit too early. I'm taking some damage from suicide, so it's not about showcasing how well Venom can deal with Iron Man Infinity War while having suicides and spamming special attacks, but this video is about showing that he is completely immune to Plague Mind and all power burn and power drain effects from tech champions. Quite funnily, that also means that, for instance, Vision's special attacks deal absolutely no damage to Venom whatsoever. And quite few tech champions in general have these abilities where they drain power on their special attack. So even if you do mess up and if you eat a special attack, let's say from Green Goblin, Civil Warrior, Guillotine 2099, so on and so forth, then you can ignore it altogether. Also, Warlock's power drain abilities definitely quite many practical applications, and it's always something to keep in back of your mind, as a fact that Venom might not only be your preferred counter to Spider-Verse champions, which he's absolutely excellent at, but also he potentially can be one of the answers you are looking for when it comes to dealing with tech champions and some nasty abilities there. So yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. It's not going to be too long, it's just a small tip. Do remember, Venom has a bit more under the hood that most people are typically aware of. But yeah, that will pretty much do for today's video. I hope you guys found it useful. I hope you liked it. If you did, do not forget to hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the buttons, and hit that notification bell as well to stay notified for upcoming uploads. But that will be me done today. See you guys.